Weird NHL records. On February 17th, 1918, during the NHL's first season, the Montreal Canadiens were facing off against the Ottawa Senators, when a Montreal fan started messing with Ottawa forward Harry Hyland while he was in the penalty box. This interaction started a full-out brawl between the Senators, the Canadiens, and multiple Canadiens fans who hopped onto the ice to help fight the Senators, marking the very first time a player ever fought a fan during an NHL game. Have you ever noticed this weird trend with the current best players in the NHL? If you take a close look at the top 5 players currently playing in the league, you notice a strange pattern. Connor, McDavid, Cale, Makar, Austin, Matthews, Nathan, McKinnon, Leon, Draisaitl. That's right, all of their last names start with the letter M. This means that if you want to make it to the NHL, you must first go through the lengthy legal process that is changing your last name so it starts with the letter M. 2 of these gaming facts are true and one of them is false. Can you figure out which is which? When Super Mario Bros. First released in the USA, Mario's appearance faced controversy due to many believing that the character looked too similar to Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin. The original Doom wasn't always going to feature demons. When the game first started development, unicorns were going to be used as enemies. This early version of the game eventually inspired the Doomicorn Slayer outfit in Doom Eternal. When Pokemon Red and Blue were being localized for American audiences, Nintendo of America wanted to change the designs of many Pokemon to make them more appealing, with their redesign of Pikachu being described as a tiger with big breasts. You can now vote in the comments on which fact you believe is fake. If you chose unicorns in Doom, you would be correct, as Doom was never planned to feature unicorns as enemies. Brad Marchand is widely known as the most well-respected player in the NHL, so would it shock you to find out that he actually holds the record for the most suspensions in NHL history with 8 total suspensions, and has forfeited almost $1.5 million worth of salary due to his antics. 2 of these gaming facts are true and one of them is fake. Can you figure out which is which? If you place an original Xbox game into a PS2, the Xbox's intro will play along with the PlayStation's. The original Red Dead Redemption started life as a Western-inspired spin-off of Grand Theft Auto set in Arizona. The hero's spirit in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is actually the ghost of Ocarina of Time's and Majora's Mask's Link. You can now vote in the comments on which fact you believe is fake. If you chose Red Dead Redemption starting life as a GTA game, you would be correct, as the Red Dead series was born out of the developer's desire to make a game set in the Wild West. Follow for more. Although the Vancouver Canucks are yet to hoist the Stanley Cup, it doesn't mean they are out of the history books, as Wayne Gretzky hit many milestones against the team throughout his career. Gretzky's first goal, 500th goal, and record-breaking 802nd goal were all scored against Vancouver. 2 of these gaming facts are true and one of them is fake. Can you figure out which is which? Similar to how Link was playable in the GameCube release of Soul Calibur 2, Master Chief was playable in the Xbox version of the game. Although the spy from Team Fortress 2 is from France, he has a British accent in the French version of the game. Many of the levels seen in Metal Gear Solid were designed with Lego bricks before they were added to the game. You can now vote in the comments on which fact you believe is fake. If you chose Master Chief being a fighter in Soul Calibur 2, you would be correct, as the comic book character Spawn was the real exclusive character in the Xbox release of Soul Calibur 2. Follow for more. Yesterday, Sweden shut out Austria 11-0 on the opening day of this year's World Junior Championship, but this wasn't the first time Austria got destroyed in the World Juniors. In the 1981 tournament, Czechoslovakia defeated Austria 21-4, in what would become the most goals scored by a single team in a single game in World Juniors history. Connor McDavid was one of the hottest prospects tearing up the OHL in 2014, with every single draft ranking putting him at the #1 spot. But would you be surprised if I told you he dropped all the way down to the 2nd round? Well, in the KHL draft, that is. In the 2014 KHL entry-level draft, McDavid was drafted 77th overall by Medveščak Zagreb, in hopes of him coming over to the KHL in the event of a future NHL lockout. Did you know that the Wii version of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is flipped when compared to the GameCube version? This was done due to Link normally being left-handed, while the majority of the population is right-handed. So when Twilight Princess was being ported from the GameCube, where Link was still left-handed, to the Wii, where he had to be right-handed due to the newly added motion controls, the developers found it easier to just flip the entire game rather than reprogramming how Link controls. In 2019, Ganondorf was revealed to be the most used fighter in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's competitive mode. Ganondorf is 7'6". If you use a Ganondorf amiibo in Animal Crossing New Leaf, Beast Ganon will move into your village. According to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past's manual, Ganondorf's last name is Dregmire.